This one actually opens doors mentally for me personally, and it's something that I realised recently. So I was in the post office, I saw this girl there. Yeah, she was going up to the fridges and she was on her phone and she was talking about all the things that she needs to buy, but she's only got so much money. Just the way that she went about it, it was like those things had like mad importance. She was there talking to her mate. Oh my gosh, yeah, but they've got this, that this is on offer. You know, I could save however many pence there and then I could use that for these other drink and snacks and this, that and the other. For whatever reason, maybe they were doing a slumber party, I don't know. I just thought to myself, yo, it's not that big a deal, it's not that important. But rethinking again, and I did rethink in that moment, that is what's relevant and that is what's important to her in that moment. You kind of need foresight and a different kind of perspective to see how important any one particular topic is. She didn't have that, so to her, that is of great importance. To me, that is nothing because we're in a different, I don't want to say position, not hierarchically, but yeah, we just focus on different things. Different things are important to us. So it's all relative. Now, you're probably thinking, Carl, what the frick are you talking about, bro? Like, you're talking about some girl buying some drinks at a freaking fridge in a post office. What's the point? What are you getting at, bro? I'm still processing this, so I might come back at you guys. But what I'm essentially saying is anything that is of the utmost importance to you right now, anything that you think is crazy mad important right now, is it really though? Do you know what I mean? Is it really though? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all relative. It's all relative. So maybe, for example, maybe you're having an argument with your spouse. This thing is massively, massively important to you. Because that thing is massively important to you, you're going to fight for it and cause this irreversible crack in your relationship. When really, if you had this kind of external or outside perspective with foresight and you're able to like look back at that situation and be like, in the grand scheme of things, is it really important? And you're like, well, no, it isn't actually, then essentially that could save your relationship. That could save you putting a massive crack in a relationship you apparently care so much about. Do you know what I mean? If you care so much about it, why are you going to put this massive crack in it for this thing that's massively important to you? But then if you had this foresight, if you had this perspective, you'd realize, hey, I'm essentially using the 3 for 2 pack of juice as an example because in the relationship, you're like, oh, okay, I've caused this massive crack, but it is massively important to me. But it might be of the same importance as that 3 for 2 pack that girl was buying. It's not that important. You know what I mean? But maybe the relationship is. But maybe the relationship isn't that important, you know, in the grand scheme of things. Like, it's all relative. You know what I mean? And it's down to the person. But it's also down to our open perspective and our experience, because it's only through experience and perspective. Usually we're not privy to these types of perspectives without the experience, right? We can hear it through someone else's perspectives and experience, but it doesn't hit the same as doing it ourselves. Or if we were there, it's different. Right, we know what it's like because we were freaking there. We experienced it. That experience is above all. And I've said that in lots of other videos. Experience trumps all, right? And I will say that as many times as I need to say it for you guys. Experience trumps all. When you have that perspective gained in the best way possible from experience, then you're able to quantify to some degree how important that thing actually is. And a lot of the times, some of the stuff that we'll fight, bicker, moan, spend a lot of resources on, they're not really that important. Relatively, they're not really that important. So with all of this in mind, it kind of makes me think, it kind of makes me reevaluate, like, what am I spending most of my resources on, and are those deserved? You know what I mean? If I'm spending a large amount of resources on those particular things, does it deserve that large amount of resources? Is it that important? Might not be. Might not be. That little girl showed me that importance is very relative. One, importance is also derived from knowledge and experience and perspective, and I think and feel that it's derived with other things too, but it really does make me rethink everything. really does make me rethink everything. Because if you think, okay, I'm spending 80% of my resources on this thing that I think is so damn important, and it isn't, and you realise it isn't actually, it's like, well, holy frick, what have I been doing? What have I been doing? What have I been wasting these resources on? Like, what have I been doing? Do you know what I'm saying? So it really does make me reevaluate everything. And that's, yeah, it's just massive. It's a massive realization and epiphany. Simple. So, hi guys, you're right. Definitely the way that I see it, it is a huge epiphany. And I think we kind of need to do this very regularly. We really do, because I said in another video, it's easy for us to get caught up in rat races or just tasks that we set ourselves, and we're not able to break out of those tasks because we're already engaged in those tasks. And it's actually very difficult to break out of an engagement with any one thing that you choose to do. It does take some grit to kind of pull yourself back and control yourself. It's easier to continue the motion and the momentum. So a great tool that we should all use is just sort of organizing and understanding what we are putting our resources into, and if we are putting our resources into them, why are they so important? Like, why? And on a holistic type of perspective as well. And we need experience in order to figure that out. I mean, we can do it in that moment, but if we do it in that moment, then what happens is we're kind of looking at it in that moment, and it's important to us in that moment, and we've got like locked in, closed off perspective. Does that make sense? Whereas what I'm talking about is looking outside of yourself. If I was to use that little girl as an example, that girl was looking at it from my perspective, also coupled with my experience. She'd be like, you know what, this doesn't even matter. She'd make the decision like that and then be done with it and be focusing her resources in an area that's more productive for her. Does that make sense? But analysing it from her perspective, those drinks mean a lot to her. So she's going to spend a lot of resources right there, right then. You know what I mean? So you really do need that experience to be able to look outside of yourself in ways and reassess that degree of importance. Hey guys. Afternoon. Yeah, so you need that experience to be able to look outside of yourself and reassess that degree and level of importance, you know? I hope that made sense. But yeah, relativity is massively important, as well as perspective and experience. Those tools can really help us define where we allocate valuable resources. In doing so and utilizing those tools, I think that we can become a hell of a lot more productive for ourselves. So yeah, I definitely thank that little girl for opening my eyes, because this was a huge epiphany for me. I'm not 100% sure how to implement this just yet. I think I'm gonna mull it over a bit more. For those that are not from the UK, that means think it over a bit more. And then, yeah, because like I said, it just reshapes everything. It's like you've got to think about everything and be like, okay, well, how important is it? And not just from my perspective, like, how important is it on the grand scheme of things? That's massive right there. That's a universal question right there. That's a universal question right there, because it can kind of bring you close to, I'm going off on a tangent by the way, so I'm just saying, but it's like, why do anything? You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm not that type of person to just put my feet up. Like, I need to be doing something and improving and this, that and the other in some type of way, but you can go into those kinds of territories when defining importance, you know what I mean? Because you're questioning why do it? Why is it so important? You know what I'm saying? So it's deep. It is freaking massive for me personally. It's an epiphany. You know what I'm saying? So just wow. That little girl taught me a freaking huge lesson. So yeah. But anyways guys, thanks for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think you'll be able to utilize this in your own lives? And does that make sense to you? Was there anything that I was unclear with or didn't make sense? Shout out in the comments, let me know, so that, you know, I can improve my content and my delivery moving forward. Appreciate you all, love you all, and have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you for the next video. Ugh, I can't shout because I've got pneumonia at the minute, so yeah, it's one of them. Alright, see you soon guys, take care.